Interviews. Preliminary interviews. Informal interview. Basic information about the candidate is received. Unstructured interview. The candidate is permitted to speak freely, revealing his or her knowledge, background, expectations, and interests. Core interview. Core interviews are conducted by concerned line managers on various areas of job knowledge, skill, and talent. Core interviews are of different types: background information interview, job and probing interview, stress interview, group discussion interview, formal and structured interview, panel interview, and depth interview. Background information interview. It collects background information not available on application blanks. Job and probing interview tests candidates' knowledge about duties, activities, methods, and critical problem areas. Stress interview. It tests candidates' ability to withstand pressure. Interviewers create stress in the interview situation by interruptions, criticism, asking questions about unrelated areas, and keeping silent for an unduly long time. Group discussion interview. All candidates are brought into the interview room and interviewed one by one in the presence of other candidates. An alternative method is to ask the candidates to discuss a topic and observe each candidate to assess various discussion skills. Formal and structured interview. A set of questions are prepared in advance. Questions are asked by experts in the specific area and answers evaluated by the expert. There is no room for deviation from the prepared set of questions. Panel interview. A panel of experts interviews a candidate and makes a collective assessment. Depth interview. Candidate is examined extensively in a core area of job skills and knowledge. Decision-making interview. A largely informal interview by the department head, line manager, and human resource department representatives is conducted to assess interest in the job and organization, attitude, adaptability to working conditions, career planning, promotional opportunities, and work adjustments allotment. Decisions on salary, allowances, benefits, promotions, and opportunities are made. The interview process has several steps, which are as follows. Preparation. Choose the type or types of interview to be used. Identify the knowledge, skill areas on which the candidate should be assessed. Determine the type and number of interviewers. Use of psychologist. The psychologist should have a good understanding of the job position. The assessment of the psychologist can be considered, but the final decision should be made by the management. Review of information about the interview. Information received from application blanks and preliminary interviews should be studied and verified. The candidate's stability is assessed from number of job changes made previously. The positions held should be acceptable for the current position. The applicant's career progression in previous organizations and discharges and unexplained breaks are assessed. Deciding administrative arrangements. The physical setting of the interview should be determined. Coverage of the interview. What the interview would cover should be determined in advance. Areas could be qualifications, experience, employment, likes and dislikes, reactions, etc. Interview technique should be determined based on past success in the use of the technique. Conducting the interview. Mistakes in conducting interviews. Discourtesy. Drawing conclusions prematurely. Mechanically asking questions. Not observing behavior and tapping unexplored areas, and shyness in asking questions. Sub-activities in conducting interview. Open the interview by establishing rapport and making the candidate relaxed. Obtain complete and accurate information. Record observations and impressions. Guide the interview. Check the success of the interviewer. Close the interview. Close pleasantly. Signal that the interview is getting closed slightly in advance. Make assessments after the interview is over. Medical examination. Examines candidates' physical suitability, detects health problems, psychological attitudes, records physical measurements when relevant, detects special physical abilities. Reference checks. Requests for references are made. Previous employers may be contacted by phone, mail, letter, or personal visits, depending on the importance of the position. Final decision. Final selection decision is made by the senior line manager, generally in consultation with his team and the HR department. Mistakes are rejecting a good candidate and selecting a poor candidate. Job offer. The decision is communicated through a formal job offer. The candidate is requested to confirm acceptance. Employment. The offer is finalized after confirmation by candidate with or without changes. Placement. Placement is the matching of the candidate with the job. Problems of placement arise due to employee expectations. Employees' expectations of salary, challenges, growth potential, and independence are not met. Job expectations and description. Employers' expectations may be higher than what the employees can deliver. Change in technology. Candidate may be unprepared for the level of technology in use. Organizational structure. Changes due to mergers, acquisitions, and other strategies cause organizational structure to change and the candidate to become redundant or a misfit. Social and psychological factors. Social and organizational factors coming into play in group working can cause a mismatch. Making placements effective. Job rotation. Exposure to different positions helps decide fit. Teamwork. A supportive team improves person job fit as the individual grows into the job with the help of team members. Training and development. New skills and knowledge relevant to the job improve fit. Job enrichment makes the job challenging by building in the challenge of a higher position. Empowerment. Appropriate empowerment needed to perform the job exploits the candidate's potential better. Relocating. Changing the location of work from one unit to another may improve performance. Induction. Induction of a new employee should be well planned. Detailed information is given about the company, about the department, about superiors and subordinates. Putting new employee at ease, creating interest in the job, providing basic information about the job, indicate standards of performance,